I'm going to give you possibly the most important information you're ever going to receive in your life. So I had a day and a half of no technology, zilch, zero, nada, closed laptop, nothing, absolutely nothing. And I had a day of journaling and meditation. How did it go? It went incredible. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how it went and exactly what I did that you can start doing today so that you can start to get the same result. So over the last week or so, I've had a lot of hectic information, hectic energy, and things just going wrong in regards to business, relationships, financial side of things. A lot of things were just really difficult. As you already know, I'm not someone to hide from it. I'm also not someone to complain about it at the same time. So I wanted to go inwards and I wanted to really make sense of it in my mind. And this is exactly what I did. Monday. So today is Thursday, I believe. Yeah, Thursday. On Monday, I was just feeling very overwhelmed and I wasn't really focused on my work. So as of about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I just cut off my phone, I cut off my laptop, and I just refused to work for the rest of that day and the Tuesday. And this is what I did. I sat on the beach and I meditated a lot. I journaled a lot, and I've got
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
12 pages of me journaling. Some were just generally me writing about my emotions and how I was feeling. Other things were me talking about what I'm creating in my life and also what I'm creating in regards to business and how I want to help you. And this is actually something that I'm going to explain in this video, how I can help you as well if you're interested. And I highly recommend you do something like this. And I'm going to do this regularly because it is so powerful and it gives you so much clarity. And it also made me want to come back to work. And I was so excited to come back to work to really just get back to normal again. So the first thing that I did, I actually wrote down my goals. And my goals were be clear of the direction for my business, understand any insecurities, detach from this self and elevate, and know how I can help more people and bring in more revenue for my business. Because the more people I help, the more revenue I earn. So I'm going to read out a few of the things. Some of the things are very personal that I don't want to read out on here, so I'm not going to. If maybe one day you'll be able to buy the journal, who knows, I don't know. So the meditation one, en la playa, is beach in Spanish. Espanol. It was about a 30-40 minute meditation, and after about 5 or 10 minutes I started to feel the insane, immense feeling of gratitude. And the way I explain this to people is it just is an overwhelming sense of vibration, of energy in my body that is just that's honestly the only way I can explain it, through meditation alone. And make sure you check out any of my other videos in regards to meditation. If you want to learn how to meditate, make sure you hit up my website, www.maxhindle.com, in order to get my free 30 meditations on my website. They're all free. You can use them. You can start to make changes and you can master your mind in a matter of 30 days. And this is how I get to the place where I feel insane gratitude, baby. So many things started to pop up in my head and then they would just leave, and something was telling me that I would be okay. Next, that's not coming up yet. Yeah, that's personal information. So worry crept in and I needed groceries, and I only use Rappi, which is a delivery service here in Mexico, to order my groceries. And then I was like, oh, well, I'm going to need groceries. I'm going to need to do this. I'm going to need to do that. And I started to panic a little bit. Oh, I need to do this. And that made me want to use my phone. It made me want to use technology. And it was a very good excuse because I need to eat. Then I just solved the problem by knowing that I have other options and I can find a way. And I just ended up, I don't even know what I did that night. I think I ate out. I can't even remember, if I'm honest. And I started writing down helping people solve their problems. Okay, I'm not sure where this came from. This was literally this. Whenever I write anything, it's very there. It's just a page full of words that I have to even comprehend before I can even talk it to anyone. So what I literally put was helping people solve their problems. That's what I want to do. I really want to help people solve their problems. And this is what I actually want to teach people as well, is how I did what I did to become a self-therapist. And this is what I really want to encourage and help people do, is become a self-therapist so that you don't need to go to therapy. You don't need coaches. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't have them, because for some people it's really beneficial, but we shouldn't need it. And that's the whole thing that I want to create, is that we as human beings can solve our own problems, just like I can solve all of my problems and all the things that went on, all the crap that was coming up in my life. I managed to solve it all very quickly. Even though a lot of the things were quite heavy and a lot of the things were quite difficult, I still solve it very quickly, and I allow myself to feel the emotions. When I feel sad, I allow myself to feel sad. When I feel mad, I allow myself to feel mad. When I feel happy, I experience and enjoy the happiness. So part of me actually helping you was creating this whole thing in regards to self-therapy and actually having the day off of technology to get crystal clear of what's going on in here. Because at the end of the day on Tuesday, I laid on my bed and I was just literally nearly crying with how grateful I am to be me. I'm so grateful for my mind. Now, someone might go, yeah, well, you've got it easy because you've got a good mind and you're so positive and you're so happy and it's not fair. And I'm like, yes, because I've worked on it. That is something that is a pet peeve of mine. If you haven't worked on it, of course it's not going to be good. Of course it's not going to be strong. If you haven't worked your biceps, of course they're not going to be big. The person who's got the bigger biceps has just worked out more. Or they've taken steroids. And let's face it, there's no steroid in the self-help space. And that is why I have created the hypnotic self-therapy. And what this is about is really understanding yourself and mastering... Okay, I don't know if you saw that. It's really about understanding yourself and mastering thyself. Because when you learn to master thyself, everything is easy. And all the things that have popped up in my life that have been difficult, I've been able to solve very quickly. And also come to terms with them. Because everything that is quote unquote bad that happens, I was having a conversation with a friend today, everything that's quote unquote bad that happens, it just gives me more ammo for my life, it gives me more strength, it gives me more courage. So all those bad things are actually the greatest things that happen because they give me great lessons and I learn so much from them. So then I will be teaching everyone conversational hypnosis, how you can do it with yourself, because this is what I do. I help people with hypnosis and conversational hypnosis, but I also do this on myself to get results. I'm going to give you possibly the most important information you're ever going to receive in your life, and I want you to write this down. I want you to tattoo this on you. If you do tattoo it, do not blame me, but if you should tattoo it, it'll be great, and send me a picture of it. But this is the most important information you will ever receive in your life. The reason people are happy and successful. This is the whole and the only reason. When you sit long enough and you ponder on something, you get information rapidly, and it is like taking plant medicine, but just without the plant medicine. So it's actually even greater. That's why I love hypnosis so much. The reason people are happy and successful, the actual reason, is they don't think about the shit. They think about the questions to deal with the shit. It's all about the questions we ask ourselves, and that is what my work is dedicated to. How can we ask ourselves better questions rather than worrying about the shit that's going on? For example, oh, my life is a mess, everything is going wrong, my girlfriend just broke up with me, my car just broke down, which things that have happened to me multiple times. All of this is awful. It's like, okay, so despite my car breaking down, what can I do to make this better? Despite this relationship ending, how can I grow from this? How can I learn from this? Rather than everything's awful and giving a statement, we're asking questions instead. We're switching the narrative completely, flipping it on its head. We're doing something completely different. Because are these questions empowering and problem solving? Or are they disempowering and negative? And I don't even have to explain which one's more important. Then it was just me getting curious on how I can reach more people and how I can really impact more people, videos or YouTube video ideas, all that kind of stuff. So I've got some more things on their way. And then just journal entries about my emotions. I'm not really gonna read that. That's very personal to me and I don't want to read that personally. I'll share a lot, but I won't share emotions. Maybe that's something that I will do one day. And I actually wrote some in Spanish as well. I'm really learning Spanish and I'm enjoying it. And now I know exactly what is preventing my business from being where it wants to be because I asked great questions. So if you want to change your life and you want to ask yourself better questions, then send me a message and I'm going to help you get to this place very quickly by becoming a hypnotic self-therapist. You're not going to be qualified to do therapy on other people, but you're going to be able to therapize yourself and do what you need to do to solve your problems. Because who do you spend the most time with in your life? If you say someone else, you're incorrect. You spend the most time with yourself. Even if you spend 22 hours a day with other people, when you go to the shower, when you go to the bathroom, when you do things on your own, when you go for a walk, you are on your own. We actually really understand that. That's empowering because you're with you. So if you love you and you change how you perceive you, then you're going to change your life. And the only way you're going to do that is when you start to love yourself. And the best way that you're going to start to love yourself is to become a self-therapist. Not really using the word therapy, I don't want it to be a bit cliche, but more that you have the answers to solve your own problems. Because the reason I do hypnosis, I can help you solve your problems. I can't solve them, I can't do the solving for you, but I can get you to the state where I ask the good questions and I put you in a hypnotic state so that you can solve those problems very quickly, very easily in a matter of 30 days. And if you do want to do that, I just want you to send me a text. Head over to my website, send me a text on WhatsApp and we can really talk about that. But other than that, subscribe.